Testimonial talk line is open. We'd love to hear from you, but we're going to begin the show, of course, with a GPS. It's one of those things that gives you a chance to be able to own not only a GPS, but a name brand. Garmin is probably one of the biggest brand names that's out there. I'll tell you, people who can afford to buy, like designer, and can afford to buy whatever they want, most of them will choose a Garmin. We're going to get into the features of this one. I'll just give you a quick update. Close to 600 have been already ordered today. What's interesting about this is this larger screen, and a lot of people, that have challenges with their vision or want to be able to go on those long-distance driving trips, love the larger, bigger screen. So it's one of the features that people love the most. The price is right with $30 savings and with the first time at free shipping and handling. And Jim Hunter is here. He is one of our electronic experts and our electronic expert to talk to us a little bit about the Garmin. Let's talk about the name brand first.
Oh, yeah. It definitely. They've set the standard.
One of the top of the lines that's out there.
Definitely.
And so this one has the ability to be able to do all sorts of interesting things. Text-to-speech, 6 million points of interest.
Exactly. Well, they're one of the top of the line because they are the top of the line. Out of the one of the consumer rating magazines that are out there, out of the top 5 GPSs they rate, the best of the best, well, 4 of them out of the top 5 Garmin. Well, this is number 4. This one here is number 4 of the top 5. Number 1's an $800 Garmin. Number 2 is a $600 Garmin. Number 3 is, I think, a $400 Garmin. Can you see where we're going? This is the top of the line. They set the standard. Garmin is the company whose innovation in navigational GPS and maritime GPS and, of course, automotive GPS, because what they do is they give you such an easy-to-use technology. They offer so much high quality. They give you the things that you're looking for when you expect to buy a GPS. I mean, there's a lot of GPSs that are great brands out there, but they're not always giving you what you really want. Garmin delivers because it's the quality, it's the functionality, it's the features, the points of interest, 1 million. They use Navtech maps. Navtech is the largest mapping software company out there. They actually have over 100 million people every day are touched by their lives through Navtech maps. And they go out there, I've been in one of their trucks, they go out and survey every street. The streets that you drive on, the streets that are known to be a street, they've been on, they've mapped it. They know where the stop signs are. They know where the speed changes are. They know all the things that you need to know when you're traveling out and about, whether you're a native of that area or it's the first time in that area. That's great to have this product because let me tell you, this is one of those things that are, Marla, that are right up there, I think, when you're traveling or when you're in a car with a cell phone, an airbag, and a seat belt. This is it. Whether you're a first-time driver, you just got your driver's license, or you're a seasoned driver like myself who jumps in the car and is not afraid to rack up thousands of miles every day, this is the product for you because it's going to save you time, it's going to save you money, it's going to save you gas, and the bottom line is, for some people, it's going to save a lot of headache because you're not going to go down that wrong street because, this will route you. You can't get lost. You will not get lost in this because it's going to show you exactly where to go. And if you're ever worried about running out of gas, well, you always hit one of these features that pops up and shows you how far gas is. It tells you the phone number if you want to call to make sure they're open. It saves you money because, cell phones today, it's about a $2 charge now for self-directory assistance. And this tells me how far away I am from that gas station. It tells me how much gas I'm going to spend to get to that gas station. I love that feature. I'm not wasting gas to go buy gas. And if I want to go there, I just hit go. And I just add it to my itinerary because this device allows you to have multiple stops planned in advance. Like my wife, she's a very busy person. 1 minute she's going to school, next minute she's going to business, next minute she's taking care of me, and that's a full-time job. Okay, so she can plan her day. And if she ever has a breakdown, all she's got to do is tap on that screen. She can tell me exactly where she's at. She can tell me the crossroads. She can tell me all that information. If she needs to find fuel, she taps that. She needs to find a hospital. My son's sick in the car. She needs to find a hospital immediately. She can find one real close. Tap that. Gives her a phone number. She can call in advance. This shows how far away she is exactly. She hits go. She's on her way. It's that simple. You can handle a microwave. You can handle the ATM. This product is so simple to use. It gives you all that information. And I love that. I love the fact that it's so simple to use. It makes you a better driver because, don't get me wrong, you have to do common sense and do all the things normal good drivers do. But now you have your hands on the wheel, you have your eyes on the road, just like your driving teacher taught you many years ago. And now you're driving the way you should because you're driving normal. This has text-to-speech technology, which I'll show you in a second.
One of the things I'd love to do is invite your phone calls. You might already own a Garmin. We'd love to talk to you. Want to show you everything that comes along with it and invite you to take advantage of this special price. First time we've offered this with the free shipping and handling. I had no idea. I'm like wowed with what what Jim spoke about, the fact that that Consumer Magazine has talked about that the Garmin in this model is kind of one of the number 4 rated model that's out there, which is really incredible, especially at a price at less than $200. Again, this name brand really gives you the top of the line GPS models that's out there. So what do you get? You get the larger screen. One of the most requested features of GPS is a lot of people like that. Even those that have had a first-time experience with smaller screens, here's a great example of that.
Yep.
One of the things that they say, oh, I just wish that my GPS were larger. That way the font is a lot larger. It makes it easier to read if you're wearing glasses or at night. It just, remember, it's on your dashboard perhaps, so it's far away. It's nice to have that larger font. So that's perfect. And then, of course, we give you the mount, and we also give you the adapter. If you've never purchased GPS, you may go, okay, how does this work? It is as simple as plugging it into your adapter. That is it. And the nice thing about GPS is that there is no monthly fee. Once you get this at home, all of those 6 million points of interest are just part of the library of your GPS. I sometimes liken it to like having a concierge or having the internet on board. And once you get used to it, you become so spoiled. It gives you peace of mind. I mean, a lot of you say, well, I don't usually go out of my neighborhood. But what if a friend has an emergency and needs you to pick them up in a different neighborhood?
Oh, exactly.
Or what if you receive a wedding invitation or an invitation to a coworker's home for a birthday party celebration? You'd really like to go, but you're unfamiliar with that neighborhood or that area. This is ideal.
Well, we get in a rut of driving a certain pattern all the time. If we get off that pattern, then we're frantic. I don't know how to get there from here anymore because I don't have those references anymore. This will give you the reference. Now, there's text-to-speech technology. I'm going to take it off mute because it's very loud.
587 north.
Okay.
Now turn left.
Now, what it's doing here is actually giving me text-to-speech technology. It's telling me exactly my turn information. It's giving me the
8.1 miles. Turn left on West Cypress Street.
West Cypress Street. Now, that's
Turn
different.
left on West Cypress Street.
It's Gabby, right? That's important to have. Text-to-speech is the expensive technology that products of this price category normally don't have, especially the size of screen. So what you're getting is text-to-speech technology telling you exactly the name of the street to turn. A lot of GPS says turn right ahead in 100 feet. Well, when you're traveling 30, 40 miles an hour, how far away is 100 feet? What references on distance is very tough, especially when we're driving and multitasking. So what this will do is tell you exactly the name of the street.
4 miles to 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's giving me that reference. That's very important. Now, we talked about earlier, all those maps are preloaded into this. Now, we're not talking about just the maps of the United States. We're talking about North America. Now, North America, of course, includes Canada. It includes Alaska, as always. It's one of our states, right? It includes Hawaii, Virgin Isles, and Puerto Rico. Most GPS of this type in this price category only give you just the continental United States. So you have all that built into it. What you're also going to love the fact that when you're using this product, it tells you your speed. It tells you how long it's going to take you to get to your destination. In a second here, it'll pop up. It'll actually give you the speed that the speed limit in that area, which is a fantastic feature. It also has a feature that I love. It's called your trip computer. So it shows your maximum speed and how much time you're driving. And it also has a mileage design thing where it actually figures out your gas miles and what you're doing in your traveling your trip.
Awesome buy. Join us if you'd like to have it. It's really, really easy to use, and I'm certain it's going to make life so much easier. Once you get used to it, it's so simple. You'll enjoy it. Let's go to our phone lines. We're going to say hi to Catherine, who's calling from Virginia. Hi, Catherine. Welcome to HSN.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Fine, thank you.
Do you own a GPS?
I absolutely do. I actually own a Garmin Nuvi. It was actually, it's not this exact model, but it was one that was being sold by HSN at Christmas. And my husband was deploying, and I am completely direction challenged.
Yes.
And I call him. People at his work would joke because I would call him. They're like, "Oh, is she lost again?" Because he would have to look up on the computer where I was and tell me how to get where I needed to go.
Oh my gosh, Catherine.
And so, so he bought this for me for Christmas and said, "Okay, since I can't be here with you, here, this is for you." And I literally use it every day. Every single day, it tells me where I'm going. I've actually amazed friends by we actually bought a house just before he deployed, and the real estate agent said that was the first time she's ever actually followed people to the house. That usually they have to follow her, but she got lost. And because we just know where we're going now. We have confidence. I have friends that live an hour away from me because I'm in a new city now. I have no fear of saying I'm going to go. I know how long it's going to take me to get there. And if I need to stop and get gas, or if I need to go and get myself a drink at a fast food place or whatever it is, I just put it in there. And it has been magic for me because I really do get afraid of getting lost.
You know what, Catherine, you are the perfect caller because you talked about being challenged with getting from point A to B, and you sound like a brand new woman. I mean, I would imagine that this has really just given you your confidence back, allowing
freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom.
So now how easy it is, because I think what happens is a lot of people who've never used a GPS, they'll look at this and they think it's difficult to kind of operate. Did you find it simple to set up and to begin using it right away?
Literally, you turn the power on outside so that it finds satellites, and you're done.
Perfect.
I mean, that's it. I mean, it really, it's instantaneously. All you do is, you know, if you're going to a friend's house, you put in their address, and it'll take you straight there. If you need to find, you know, I was looking for a particular store because they were having a sale, and I'm in a new city, so I didn't know where it was. Just put it in there. It gave me 3 or 4 options so that I could find which one was the closest to me. And I just honestly, it's been magic. And my husband says that he has been so grateful for it because he hasn't worried about me, because there's that little fear if you get lost in the middle of nowhere in a city to actually stop and ask people for directions.
It's true.
If you don't know people.
That's true.
It's you know, it's not necessarily safe. And so it's actually kind of funny because earlier you were selling the little battery to jumpstart your car. He bought me one of those and a GPS before he left.
You got a great husband here, Catherine.
I do. I have a wonderful husband.
Yeah.
But so those are the honestly peace of mind items. And we keep saying we don't know how. People live without them. How did we survive before cell phones? Garmin GPS units, and you're good to go if you have those things.
Well said, Catherine. You are lovely to call us. Thank you very, very much. I think Catherine really summed it up.
Definitely.
I mean, she gave the perfect example. And I mean, a lot of people aren't great with directions, but even if you are great with directions, I mean, sometimes you end up in a neighborhood or you get an address and you go, where in the world is that? And I sometimes see people on the road still looking at maps and, you know, stopping. And I can so identify with Catherine's point. You don't want to stop in a neighborhood that you're unfamiliar with. And, you know, sometimes people give you directions and they're the wrong directions. You never leave your car. You always have the exact information that's up to date. And whether you're traveling locally or you're traveling to a completely different state, it's wonderful. Father's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. Graduations. I was talking to the makeup artist who did makeup for one of the high school kids here locally who's going to the prom. Anybody who's going away, moving to a different state can use this. But if you've watched presentations on GPSs, or if you've heard of others that have them, and you haven't experienced it for yourself, join us, take action. Get this at home with the free shipping and handling. It's the first time with free shipping and handling, and it's $49.99 on FlexPay to get this at home over 4 months. It's an unbelievable buy, and I can tell you for sure, Garmin, I mean, you get in with the top brand. So it's an amazing opportunity, especially when you compare to the retail value. User Express automated ordering. Over 700 have been ordered. Limited quantities, and once the quantities are spoken for, I'm not certain if we're going to be bringing this back at the same introductory price. So I would lock in that value and really, really take advantage of the special chance. And now's the perfect time with spring and summer coming up.
Definitely.
A lot of traveling with the family and the kids happening.
It's great for everybody. And what's great about the Garmin assurance that you have is they offer a program that no other GPS device I've seen out there do it. The first 60 days, they give you a free map upgrade. That's normally a $100 value. You know, think about these cars that, you know, people think about, I'm going to buy a car and it's a GPS device, and then those maps are outdated as soon as you buy them, right? So, and those cost several hundreds of dollars to update in the automobiles. This is something that has pedestrian mode, which I haven't covered yet. Pedestrian mode is a fantastic feature because let's say I'm going to New York City, big metropolis. I don't know the area that well. You know, I've been there several times, but you always get a little lost, right? This was your personal concierge. It gets you to your location. You step out of your hotel. It now doesn't see you as a car anymore. It sees you as a little person. So you don't have to go down those one-way streets, and you have to do those roundabouts. You can just navigate just like a person on foot, right? So now you can find all the hotels, restaurants, all the places you want to go to. I love the fact it also has a bicycle mode. A lot of people are using bicycles nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So now you can actually, this will go into bicycle mode, and so it looks at bicycle lane traffic, if you will, so it's able to navigate through there. There's so many great little features built into this. There's all these little tools that you can go into if you want to.
What about somebody who's into sporting, like outdoors and that
definitely.
sort of thing?
It has, you know, it gives you the features that you're looking for. A photo viewer that right now that Marlo has her set up to, so you can watch your personal photos. This is a great thing to go, you know, a little bit later on that Tom's going to have that Olympus camera. You know, why watch your photos on a small screen? This huge 4.3-inch screen is fantastic for that. You can able to zoom in and scroll around. So this is something not just for once in a while. This is something for every day. You go on a trip, this is great because you know what? How many times you've gone to somebody's house, you know, you do one of those economy vacations, you go see a relative, they're working during the day, you're staying around the house because you have no one to show you the area. Well, this now, they can sit down and plan out your day. You can plan out this stop and this attraction and that attraction. They can give this to you. They can go off to work. You go off and have a great time and have a vacation.
What a great peace of mind, my goodness. There's about a minute remaining in the presentation. It's a beautiful GPS. We do offer a variety of different name brands, but for those of you that are very discerning and you want really, really excellent quality, you couldn't get any better than this. And I've heard a lot of feedback from many who have purchased GPSs, and one of the #1 things I've heard people say is, I wish that I had a bigger screen. People often say that, and it makes sense. You're talking 4.3 inches, and I know Jim showed us a little sample of the 3.5 inches, which you normally see.
70% larger screen.
Yeah, and you can see that it makes a big difference. This is a huge value. I can't impress upon enough you what an amazing opportunity this is for you, especially with the free shipping and handling and the chance to be able to get this at home for under $50. You never have to worry about getting lost again, ever. Any address someone gives you, you're there, right from your front door to their front door. And I love that it gives you text-to-speech because it'll announce the streets for you so that you keep your eyes on the road, you're safe, you'll get there in the fastest amount of time. And I so appreciate Catherine's phone call. Thank you, Catherine, for calling us, because once you get a GPS at home and you start using it, the only thing that you'll go is, I wish I had purchased one sooner. They're awesome. 399-185 is the item number. Stay on the phone lines. We're really, really busy. We do.